Today on Cabal Cast, we are back in Command Conquer 3 Kane's Wrath, and this is game number 2 of the Best of 7 series between Unleashed and Youngbird Swag, aka Steve Nash. So yeah, this is back from the Outcast tournament again, and we are on Smashed Decision, which is pretty... I like this map, Smashed Decision. It's pretty cool. So Unleashed has switched up to Trial 59 this time on Team 4, and Steve Nash is sticking to Black Hands. So here we go, Smashed Decision. Up here in the top right, we have Youngbird Swag playing as the Cyan Blackhand. And down on the bottom left here, we have Unleashed UA playing as the Orange Trevrar 59 Trevrar. Portal going for a couple Birds of Squads or Disintegrator Squads to capture this tip spike right here, which is pretty easy to capture. On this map used to be regular decision used to have two spikes, one of the top here, one at the bottom, one to the right, and one to the side there for both players, but it's just one tip spike now. Unleashed is going to go for two simulators, so he wants to capture the tip spike that's hidden up in the corner here. And I'm not sure if Steve Nash wants to go capture that. I don't think he does. He wants to go for just one saboteur. He's got his refinery out, and he has just 1, 2, 3, 4 scouts. So he's got 4 scouts. And Unleashed has just one assimilator. He captured the tip spike. Been a lot safer when he went this route, but I guess he wanted to go around like he normally would. And he will capture that tip spike on the top here. Looks like Steve Nash doesn't know about it. I don't think Envy's going to get it. And that Buzzer Squad is just force firing on that building there. If Steve Nash ever wanted to capture it, then he'd lose the scouts instantly. But he wanted to get some scouting information on... I said scouting information. Oh, I hate that word. I hate when Spartacus and Cyber used to say that. Now I'm saying it. Ugh. I don't like that. Anyway, taking that scout out from Unleashed, Blackhand's conventional ball squads have successfully scouted into Steve Nash's base, and we see that there's 2 reactors. Unleashed has captured the tip spike, so he's getting 20 credits a second. Steve Nash is probably going to garrison that structure at some point in time. We see an operations center has been placed out in a flame tank. It is out by Steve Nash, and Unleashed spotted it immediately with his Buzzer Squad, so he knows everything about this flame tank. I wonder if Steve Nash is going to follow it up with something. He's building something out of his war factory. It could be a Reckoner. If it's a Reckoner, then he's definitely going to go build another operations center to get 2 Black Hand squads, and that'll be pretty good. Oh, he's got 2 flame tanks out on the field already. Wow. So I wonder if Steve Nash is going to use those flame tanks to destroy the tip spikes, then hide them for a bit so that Unleashed can't find them, and then going to go for a massive push with the flame tanks. And we do see that there's Reckoners here, and oh no, he's missing he's missing one of the Black Hand squads. Steve Nash, what are you doing? Are you missing is he intentionally leaving the Black Hand squads there? Interesting. So the one flame tank is going around the top left here. The Reckoner is going down the middle, reverse moving, and where's that other flame tank? It's going to go down to the bottom here. So we see that secret tanks is going to be a lot of secret tanks. We got 6 secret tanks out from Unleashed, and that'll be pretty good to take care of those flame tanks. And one of the flame tanks is already spotted by Unleashed, so we see that one flame tank is going to go down already. Where's that other flame tank? It's being spotted right here by the other secret tanks, and the Reckoner's coming in for the huge push, and it's going to be landing. It's going to be parking right in front of the warp sphere, so that warp sphere is going to attack now. The flame tank is trying to do work on that. Extractor doesn't take it down to about half health. Meanwhile, that warp sphere is going to go down to that secret tank, to those flame tanks, and both Blackhand squads are in there. And now they're trying to destroy that extractor. I wonder if they can get pretty close in it. And they do. Those Blackhand squads should... I don't know if they should... Yeah, they were going to be belly on, but they're just going to instantly crushed by the Gunwalker. Now this is forcing Unleashed to just... Oh, look at that! Cultists have captured that last flame tank. Oh, that was close, and he was barbecuing that reactor. So now Unleashed is going to be countering with a lot of his secret tanks. And does Steve Nash have a counter to this? Yes, he's going to go for some Black Hand squads. He's placed down his secret shrine to go get the... what the hell is it called again? Holy cow, I can't forget the Black Disciples. So now he's got Black Disciples, but this is... and the problem with this is that Unleashed doesn't have a whole lot of anti-infantry. He has a lot of secret tanks. That'll good do for harvesters. Many LB's back at 4-2 now. And he's probably going to go for another warp sphere to get some more gunwalkers. Those flame tanks do absolutely huge damage to those infantry squads, and that's good. Single Scorpion tank's been coming out now, and we see that Steve Nash is expanding down to this green Tiberian field right here. Those secret tanks that are coming in are going to be going up to the side here, and they're going to be taking a swing on the construction here, but they know they're not going to destroy that. Not with the military squads there. Does Unleashed have a nerf center? Yes, he does. And he didn't call in the Budget Storm support power. Forced to sell off the. He did get the Black Hand squads in there. Now all those forces are going to be destroyed. Secret tanks didn't do any damage at all. And now Unleashed is coming in. He's stealing some blue tip from the blue tip field, which is nice. Cultists are coming in. They do have the fast legs, so they can do some capture some harvesters. We got two squads here. There is the refinery there. Unleashed is probably going to go capture that one lone harvester, and if he can, that'd be a huge pickup for him. He captures it. He's going to capture it. Oh, he captures it. He captures both the squads and the harvester, and that's good. And those shredder turrets don't have the DPS to destroy him. Unleashed should probably evac that harvester and go get some blue tip for himself. A couple of secret tanks are coming down on the map here to see if Unleashed has anything to put up with this. He has a technology somewhere, so this entire time he's been fast teching to get his most powerful units, and that's pretty. He already has a prodigy on the field. A prodigy! Wow, that was pretty fast. And now Steve Nash is counter attacking with his sort of minimal mass infantry. He doesn't have them grouped up just yet, but we do see a couple of Scorpion tanks already have been probably he's area mind controlled from that prodigy. Now Steve Nash knows that he has a prodigy on the field, so he has to be very careful that it doesn't consume his whole infantry squad. More buggies are coming in. They're probably just for the they're for the prodigy, but the prodigy is standing right beside the warp chasm because the hexapod's about to come out now. This is a very fast hexapod from Unleashed, and that's why you just forced to sell. That's why you just went to force into the fast attacking, because you didn't want to go for any main exports or scouts. Militant squads are coming in with the Cabal squads, and they're doing some work on those forces. Area mind controls the radio buggies to do a little bit of damage against the Cabal squads, and he definitely is going to lose an extractor. More area mind controlling from the buggies, take some of those buggies. But those militant squads, they need to be doing work. The Radical Hexapod is about to come out right now, and now Unleashed needs to protect his last extractor. Meanwhile, Steve Nash is transferring harvesters from his main base to the expansion base to get more economy going. Erratic Hexapod is doing work, destroying all of the militant squads, and Unleashed, once this attack is diminished, he needs to think about expansion to the north here, or to the east. That those militant squads have all been destroyed. Now, wondering if Unleashed is going to put any force into that hexapod. He's got 2 shock troopers inside that hexapod. I mean, maybe he's going to put 3 shock troopers in it. Yes, he will be. Now, Unleashed needs to start expanding. I wonder what this is. This could be another extractor. Yes, it is. I think he should have saved it because there's not a whole lot of Tiberium on that field to help pay for that extractor, but we'll see. Hexapod's coming out now. We're not seeing any corruptors forced to... just going to go in for... just push there. And that Prodigy now is under attack by those buggies, and Unleashed, I'm not sure why Unleashed is not seeing this. His Prodigy's under attack. He needs to teleport it away. Oh, we didn't teleport it. Elite buggy from that, destroying that. Now some beam cannons are out now, and this is a great counter by Steve Nash, because he destroyed that Prodigy. So now Unleashed can't teleport that teleport that hexapod anywhere. So then this whole hexapod is going to be destroyed, and then needs to be careful it doesn't get crushed by the badass boys. And there's not countering forces, and the phase comes in. And now those beam cannons, actually, maybe, you know what, if he sees this, Steve Nash sees that he can just attack the drone platform, and I think that's what he's going to do. He's bringing his beam cannons. His infantry can take care of that Riker hexapod, and that's what he's doing now. He's attacking the drone platform, and Unleashed, I don't think he notices this right now. There he is. It's lifting off now, and those beam cannons, yeah, the beam cannons are attacking the drone platform in the air, but... yeah, that glitch there when it happens in 1.02, where the beam cannons lock onto the drone platform before it lifts off, and it just keeps attacking it. That's a bad glitch. But I think Predator and CGF fixed that in 1.2 plus, and which is great. Now that hexapod is finally unfazed, and it just gets teleported back to base, because Unleashed has another hexapod, and that is just golden right there. He Unleashed needs to repair that drone platform as soon as possible, and place on more extractors on this field here, because he's lacking it. But Steve Nash is here, so Steve Nash, is this his second MCV? No, it's not. Is this first? He doesn't have tier 2. He doesn't have tier 3 yet. Has been on tier 2 this entire time. Temporal wormhole has been placed down to stop firing on those beam cannons. One harvester goes down. A couple of random infantry squads are coming in. They're destroying that lightning spike. And now I think Unleashed is in a little bit of trouble now. He needs to start expanding somewhere else. because the left side of the map is not an option. He needs to go to the north, and he's still on 2 spikes this entire game, which is good. And surprisingly, the Blackhound squad that's in there, the flame tank is not firing on, but the tip spike's almost been destroyed. Unleashed has left that the entire time, so that's not good. And more beam cannons and more rocket squads are being placed up by Steve Nash. Looks like we're going to have another major push here. And here comes Unleashed with the single Corruptor squad attacking the Eradicator Hexapod. Some Becca page are coming out. I wonder how much Unleashed has for economy. He must not have a whole lot because he's not building any segments out of his mecha page just yet. So now the beam cannons are coming in. They're attacking the Eradicator Hexapod, and this is the chance for Unleashed to teleport him his Eradicator Hexapod, which he just does. And that Harvester is going to go down. Mecha page are coming out, and mecha page needs to be careful because those beam cannons can just lock onto those mecha pages, the heads, and just absolutely massacre them. But now the beam cannons are coming in. They start attacking the beam cannons, and the beam cannons are not that good on destroying the heads. Not surprising there. Devastator warships are coming out now by Unleashed, doing some work on those infantry squads, and that's good. Steve Nash doesn't have a lot of anti-air except his infantry here, but they can't get close enough to get destroyed. Oh, that was a flame tank, a sneaky flame tank. That tip spike goes down. Flame tank goes down. Does Steve Nash have any more flame tanks on the field? I don't see any, but that was actually a good shot there. Obelisk of Flay has been placed down there for those mechapades, and those mechapades are got in the corner there. Nobody's stealing that blue tip right there. Surprisingly, Steve Nash didn't place a refinery on this blue tip here. He'd be benefiting from that for a while now. The hexapod's coming back in to destroy these forces here. Steve Nash has just clumped up all his forces. He's placing them right beside all his war factories. They can get repairs on it, which is a good thought, you know. And will it be emped? No, it doesn't get emped. Oh, a glitch there by the emp. And unfortunately, Steve Nash wasn't able to emp the Eradicator Hexapod. Tech Lab has been finally placed down and got the emp coils. So now the Devastator warships are just doing some work on the forces, but the Mantis comes in, destroys one of the Devastator warships, but get captured by the Prodigy. So this is a very good technical game. Steve Nash is still harvesting off the Type field. He's got 4 on that field. I guess he thinks that he doesn't need 5 on that field yet. I guess he was trying to field. Surprisingly, Unleashed is not doing work with the mecha page. He can attack the Tech Lab, but I guess it's just too focused on this force right here that he needs more economy. He's not expanding. The drone platform is still not repaired. He's not expanding to the north here, which he could be benefiting off of that. And the Emp buggies have emped that another tripod, so it's not going to go anywhere for a couple seconds. Gets ran up now. The cultist and the mechapades still aren't doing anything. Phased gunwalker. Oh, it's a heroic gunwalker. Ooh, but it's phased, so he can't really do any. He needs to start moving, unless it's been amped or something. It's not moving right now. The Devastator warships are coming in, and Obelisk of Light is doing work on that tripod that's coming in, which is still phased. Now it's unphased. Redeemer engineering facility has been placed down. Redeemer is coming out very, very soon. That Prodigy has been taken out. He was trying to capture either the tech center, the construction yard, or the Redeemer engineering facility, one of the two. So this means that Unleashed can't teleport his Eradicator Hexapod. He needs to grab another Prodigy right now. And as soon as he does, it's just going to be... Oh, there comes the Imp, and the Obelisk later coming in, which means that Unleashed needs to phase. Right now he needs to phase it. No, it loses his Eradicator Hexapod. Oh, that's too bad. And then another force here, some infantry force here from Steve Nash is coming in, destroying the drone platform. And this could be GG for Unleashed. He can't really do anything about these infantry squads. He's trying to build buzzer squads. And the Prodigy's about now air mind controls the forces. But there goes the MCV, and that is GG. And the warp caps are coming out. The Texan has been placed down. The forces are coming in from Steve Nash, and they're taking out all the structures. The beam cannons are just massacring all the forces. Not the beam cannons, but the other tripods and the mecha page are coming back here. Did they take out the Tech Lab? I'm not sure why Unleashed didn't do this a minute before. You could have taken out Steve Nash's entire production early, but those mecha pages have been placed down, have been destroyed. The tripod is all that remains from Unleashed, and Unleashed trying to build something else. This could be another Prodigy. Nope, it's more cultists. Wonder where that Prodigy is. I wonder if it's destroyed. It's probably been destroyed. But it wouldn't matter anyway, because if we want to capture a building, it would be too late. The Prodigy wouldn't be able to make it fast enough to the to the base enough to capture a building before his building has been destroyed. Actually, no, the project's still alive. Oh, but it's too late. The Unleashed's last buildings have been taken out, so Unleashed has been defeated. All those buggies all those buggies were meant to destroy the project. So Steve Nash knew there was some there. So skip all that stuff. Units, it was all Steve Nash the entire time because if you had his infantry structures up and down, resources, it was Unleashed for about 3-4 minutes there, and then Youngbird Schweik actually pull away with all his economy. Secret Tank, Militant Squad, 2.58, kill to death ratio for Unleashed, 0.36 to Steve Nash, 81,345 to Unleashed, and 115,251 to Unleashed. So Unleashed has $8,000 more than Unleashed. Steve Nash had more. Okay, so there's your second game on Smash Decisions. Stay tuned for game number 3. My name is Cabal. See you guys next time.